Chiang Ching-kuo, architect of Taiwan's economic miracle and democratic transition. Chiang Ching-kuo, a prominent politician and military leader of the Republic of China, was the son of Chiang Kai-shek and a key figure in Taiwan's economic boom and democratization. His political career was marked by drama and complexity. From studying in the Soviet Union to governing Taiwan, his life was full of twists and challenges. Part 1. Studying in the Soviet Union and period of detention. In 1925, Chiang Ching-kuo went to study at Sun Yat-sen University in Moscow, where he was exposed to Marxist and communist ideologies and actively participated in communist activities. However, due to changes in Sino-Soviet relations, Chiang Ching-kuo was placed under house arrest by the Soviet authorities in 1930. He was not released until 1937, during which time he married a Soviet woman, Fana Epitievna Vakreva, later known as Chang Fanliang, and had 2 children. His experience in the Soviet Union gave him a deep understanding of communism and increased his distrust of the Soviet Union. Part 2. Political career. After returning to China and the Ganzhou Incident. Upon returning to China, Chiang Ching-kuo was assigned several important positions in Jiangxi. He served as chairman of the Jiangxi provincial government and director of the political department of the National Revolutionary Army's 4th War Zone, among other roles, overseeing local administration and Kuomintang KMT party affairs. Ganzhou Incident. During his time in Jiangxi, Chiang Ching-kuo launched an anti-corruption campaign known as the Ganzhou Incident. The goal of this campaign was to clean up corrupt officials within the KMT, thereby increasing government efficiency and credibility. His tough approach gained support from some of the populace but also sparked controversy and discontent. 1. Handling corrupt military officers. Targeting corruption among military officers was a key aspect of the Ganzhou Incident. Corruption was rampant in the KMT military, with officers embezzling military supplies and misappropriating soldiers' pay. Chiang Ching-kuo struck these officers hard. Case: investigating a military officer for embezzling supplies. On one occasion, Chiang Ching-kuo discovered that a military officer had embezzled supplies during transportation and sold them for profit. He immediately ordered an investigation, which confirmed the corruption. The officer was arrested, publicly tried, and sentenced to death. This case caused a significant stir in society and demonstrated Chiang Ching-kuo's determination to fight corruption. 2. Rectifying local officials. Chiang Ching-kuo's anti-corruption efforts extended beyond the military to local officials. At the time, corruption among local officials was widespread, severely impacting social stability and development. Case: replacing a corrupt county magistrate. A county magistrate was found to be extorting unreasonable taxes from the public and pocketing the proceeds. Upon learning of this, Chiang Ching-kuo immediately sent investigators, who confirmed the corruption. He swiftly removed the magistrate from office and initiated judicial proceedings. He then appointed a new, honest official to improve local governance. 3. Combating black market trading. Chiang Ching-kuo also focused on fighting black market trading, particularly the hoarding and resale of essential goods like food. During the wartime scarcity, black market activities flourished, with some exploiting the situation for profit. Case: suppressing the grain black market. Chiang Ching-kuo organized a special anti-corruption unit to conduct raids on black market operations. In one operation, a large stockpile of hoarded grain was seized, and those involved were arrested. He ordered the public destruction of the grain to deter others. This move garnered positive feedback from the local populace and maintained market order. Impact: Chiang Ching-kuo's anti-corruption efforts in Jiangxi, while achieving some success and deterring certain corrupt officials and lawbreakers, also sparked considerable controversy and backlash. Some felt his methods were too harsh, potentially impacting KMT unity. Nevertheless, his efforts to combat corruption did improve government credibility to some extent and underscored his commitment to clean politics. Part 3. During the Chinese Civil War, Chiang Ching-kuo's anti-corruption campaign in Shanghai was a significant political activity before 1949. This campaign took place after the victory in the Second Sino-Japanese War and focused on clearing out black market trading, corruption, and financial speculation in Shanghai. Background: after the war, Shanghai, as China's economic hub, faced severe shortages of goods, inflation, and corruption. Many officials and businessmen exploited their positions, engaging in speculative activities, hoarding goods, and even colluding with organized crime, disrupting the socio-economic order. These issues severely impacted the lives of the people and threatened the KMT's ruling foundation. Key measures and cases. 1. Cracking down on black market trading. Upon assuming the role of head of the Shanghai Party Committee, Chiang Ching-kuo quickly established the Shanghai Material Management Committee to regulate market order. He issued several administrative orders to restrict the flow of important materials and prevent speculative activities. Case. Seizing speculative grain. Chiang Ching-kuo launched large-scale raids to combat the hoarding and speculative trading of essential goods like grain. In one operation, he seized a large quantity of hoarded grain from speculative merchants and sold it publicly to stabilize market prices. This move not only targeted speculative activities but also alleviated the grain shortage to some extent. 2. Combating financial speculation. Chiang Ching-kuo also targeted financial speculation, implementing financial control policies to restrict foreign exchange transactions and gold and silver trading to curb inflation and currency devaluation. Case. The gold rush. He ordered a crackdown on illegal gold trading and financial speculation. At the time, many businessmen and speculators were exploiting inflation by buying up large quantities of gold and foreign currency. Chiang Ching-kuo banned private gold trading and shut down several speculative businesses. This move both deterred speculators and temporarily stabilized the financial market. 3. Rectifying public officials. Chiang Ching-kuo launched strict disciplinary inspections against corruption within the KMT, forming special investigation teams to handle implicated officials. Case. Prosecuting a corrupt official. In one investigation, a senior official was found to be colluding with speculators and abusing his position for illicit gains. Chiang Ching-kuo insisted on no favoritism, conducting a public trial and sentencing the official to a severe penalty. This case deterred corrupt forces within the KMT and showcased his commitment to fighting corruption. Impact and evaluation. Chiang Ching-kuo's anti-corruption campaign in Shanghai temporarily stabilized market order and reduced speculative activities but also stirred controversy. Some argued his measures were too harsh and disrupted normal market operations. His anti-corruption actions also offended vested interests, creating resistance within the KMT. Despite the controversies, Chiang Ching-kuo's efforts improved social ethos and enhanced government credibility to some extent. This campaign laid the groundwork for his later political career in Taiwan, demonstrating his ability to combat corruption and maintain social order. Chiang Ching-kuo's anti-corruption efforts on the mainland, especially in Shanghai, achieved some successes but ultimately failed to eliminate the KMT's corruption problems. The reasons for this failure include: 1. Systemic corruption. Corruption within the KMT was systemic and structural, involving multiple levels and departments. Many officials had formed intricate networks of interests over long periods, protecting and covering for each other, making it difficult for anti-corruption efforts to penetrate deeply. Chiang Ching-kuo, despite his efforts, found his power limited against such a vast corruption network. 2. Insufficient policy enforcement. Chiang Ching-kuo's anti-corruption campaign faced resistance from within, including from high-ranking officials and local authorities who often only superficially complied with central directives. Moreover, Chiang Ching-kuo faced pressure from top leaders, hindering the full implementation of his anti-corruption policies. 3. Social and economic environment. Post-war China was marked by a turbulent social and economic environment, with material shortages, hyperinflation, and economic imbalance leading to market disorder and rampant speculative activities. In such a context, administrative measures alone were insufficient to root out deeply entrenched corruption and speculation. 4. Lack of effective supervision and judicial systems. Effective anti-corruption efforts require robust supervisory and judicial systems, which the KMT lacked. Despite Chiang Ching-kuo's stringent measures, the absence of independent oversight bodies and a fair judicial system made it difficult to ensure the fair and effective implementation of anti-corruption actions. 5. Internal political struggles. Factionalism and political struggles within the KMT also undermined anti-corruption efforts. Chiang Ching-kuo's actions touched upon the interests of some high-ranking officials, leading to internal opposition and resistance. Some officials even used anti-corruption efforts to target political rivals, complicating and politicizing the campaign. 6. External pressures. As the Chinese Civil War intensified, the KMT faced immense military and political pressure. While Chiang Ching-kuo aimed to boost government credibility and public support through anti-corruption efforts, the war environment diluted these efforts' impact. The eventual failure of the KMT in the Civil War further weakened its governance foundation, halting the continuation of anti-corruption campaigns. In summary, while Chiang Ching-kuo's anti-corruption campaigns on the mainland demonstrated determination and achieved partial success, the complex internal and external environment and systemic issues limited their depth and sustainability. Ultimately, the KMT's defeat in the Civil War and entrenched corruption problems forced its retreat to Taiwan. During the Chinese Civil War, Chiang Ching-kuo also oversaw logistics and supply operations, ensuring the frontline troops received necessary materials during crucial battles. Impact and evaluation. Chiang Ching-kuo's experiences on the mainland shaped his political style and thinking, providing valuable lessons for his later governance in Taiwan. His anti-corruption and New Life movement efforts reflected his unique understanding of national governance and personal beliefs. Although he could not reverse the KMT's decline during the Civil War, he later played a significant role in Taiwan's political landscape. Retreat to Taiwan. With the failure of the Chinese Civil War, the Kuomintang KMT gradually lost control of mainland China. In 1949, Chiang Ching-kuo retreated to Taiwan with the KMT government, ending his political career on the mainland.